Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Wonderful Wednesday with Mrs. Wilson. As you can see, I'm in the barn, and there's Baby behind me, and Copper, you may see. They're eating breakfast right now. But I want to read you this book called The Best Sweater by Lynne, Garner, illustrated by Sarah Gill. This is one of my favorite books. It's so sweet. Let's see. It was Spindle's birthday. He was very excited, and he opened his presents. Finally, there was only one present left. Spindle ripped out the paper to find a bundle of colors. It was a sweater, the best sweater he had ever seen. "Thank you, Grandma," he said, putting it on. "It fits perfectly." After breakfast, Spindle and his brother and sister sailed his new boat on the pond. Spindle's warm, snuggly sweater kept him out of the cold. There he is, with his sweater on. Spindle loved wearing his sweater. He wore it all the time, and even when it was too hot to wear, he always took it with him, just in case. He has it wrapped around his waist, huh? One windy day, Spindle decided to fly his kite. The kite danced up and down, around and around, just like a leaf. Suddenly, a huge gust of wind blew it high up into the trees, where it got stuck. Uh-oh. Spindle clambered up the branches, but as he stretched out his arm to reach the kite, rip, rip, he tore his sweater. Spindle ran home. "Mama, there's a hole in my best sweater," he cried. "Don't worry, dear," Mama said as she sewed it for him. What a good mama. She's going to fix it. Sometimes Mama insisted on washing Spindle's sweater. It always smelled a bit funny the next day. Actually, it was clean. But soon he got back to normal. Look at, he's playing in there, and it'll smell just like it usually does. As time went by, Spindle found he had to pull really hard to get his sweater on. Then one day, Spindle pulled really, really hard, and it still wouldn't go over his ears. "My sweater's shrunk," he told Mama. "No, it's you who are growing, dear," and said Mama as she made two little cuts in the neck so it would fit again. He was getting bigger, wasn't he? One night when Spindle was staying at his grandma's house, there was a big storm. The thunder crashed and the lightning flashed. Poor Spindle was very scared, but he didn't want to wake Grandma, so he cuddled his sweater instead. It's almost like a security blanket for him. In the morning, Spindle's grandma said, "Spindle, dear, that sweater is just too small for you now." "No, it's not," said Spindle, trying to pull it over his tummy. But he let Grandma add some material to the bottom and to the sleeves. So she made it bigger for him, didn't she? When Grandma came to visit again, she brought Spindle a big present. It was another sweater. When Spindle put it on, he found out that the sleeves were a little too long, the neck was a little too big, and the waist was a little too large. "You can grow into that one," said Grandma, smiling. "It's lovely, thank you," said Spindle, kissing his grandma. "It's almost as nice as my best sweater." When Spindle went to play, he wore his new sweater, but he took his best sweater with him, just in case. That evening, when Spindle was asleep, Grandma was very busy with his old sweater. What do you think she was doing? Hi, Copper. The next day, Grandma had another surprise for Spindle. She held up a brightly colored toy. It was a rabbit. "I made it from your old sweater," she told him. "Thank you," said Spindle. "It's the best rabbit in the world," and he took it everywhere with him. So he didn't lose his sweater. Now he has a wonderful toy rabbit, doesn't he? Boys and girls, have a great day. I love you and miss you all. Bye.